Craft Room. My name's Julianne Richards and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in southern Tasmania. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I was all set up and organised and ready to go at 10 o'clock as promised, but then got tied up with a few things for a card tag game that we run in my Australian card making group. So and I looked and already it was 9 minutes past, 8 minutes past. But anyway, I'm here now and apologies if you've been waiting. I'm just going to make sure that everything is working, that the volume's up and all those sorts of things. It should be streaming here now. Where are you? Here we are. Okay. Volume looks okay, so I'll just share it over to the group. See a couple of people on already. Thanks for joining me so promptly. Here we go. Wait a minute, I'm just sharing there now. Sorry, I've got my phone here in front of me as well, so I can watch the comments on Facebook and everything as well. So here we go. So we're all ready. So good morning, Kay and Sally, and I've just seen Libby jump on as well. Hey, Libby. Thank you for your launch money that came through this morning. I saw that. Thanks very much. I'm assuming that was what it for. You just didn't give me money for jam. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's great. That is my new catalogue launch that I'm starting off at the moment. Australian customers at the moment only, but I will produce a PDF at some stage that can be available worldwide. We're going to have a lovely full day of crafting from the new mini catalogue on the 25th of January, but everything we pre-recorded or recorded, so you can watch it all afterwards if you can't make it on the day. This is the new catalogue we're talking about. Absolutely has revitalised my creativity, you could say, from being in the doldrums up to this baby landed on my doorstep. I know some people still haven't found things that they like in here, but hopefully watching, as usually happens, you watch other people make things and you go, I didn't think I liked that, but I really do. So hopefully that will happen over the next few months and all the doubters will be turned around. There are a few things I really love and the few things, particularly this, now what was it, Wildflower Birthday Suite, which is one that we're going to be using in our craft along card on launch day. So hopefully you'll come along and we'll craft along and inspire some creativity Australia-wide. Now, I can't show you the inside of any of these catalogues yet, so because they're not quite out and about, but I did want to show you the products I've received from the Celebration brochure before we start actually crafting. So bear with me for a wee while. If you haven't seen any of the products from the Celebration catalogue, please hang around and watch. Don't judge me. I had quite a large pre-order, so I ordered a fair few of these Celebration freebies and double up on a few as well. So I do use the double ups for prizes during my launch day. So you'll probably may see a prize here that you pick up on the day. So the Celebration is a wonderful promotion that we do every January, February. There's freebies when you purchase $100, multiples of $100, you get to choose a freebie. There's some really nice things here, some great paper and some stamps as well. So $100, and then there's bundles and things if you spend multiples of 200. So it's a really great time of the year. There's also a wonderful joining offer that runs for the length of Celebration as well. So this year is a really good one. I'd say it's on par with the offer that I got when I joined back in 2018. So yeah, great freebies that makes the Celebration joining offer absolutely unmissable. Even if you just want to join, get the offer, and then and then revert back to a customer once your time is up, that's entirely fine as well. Please don't think that you have to join and do videos or demonstrations or whole classes. You can purely shop for yourself. But anyway, I want to show you some of the Celebration freebies I've got. And as I say, please don't judge me. Oh, hang on, the top two aren't. That's something else I'm excited about. So there's a catalogue. If you're a customer in the last 12 months, you'll get a catalogue free already. It should be on its way to you. If you haven't bought from me in the last 12 months and would like to get a catalogue, please reach out and let me know. Please keep in mind, though, that it does cost me money to send. It's not free. So, yeah, please be, pretty sure that you want to, you want to purchase something at least to make it worthwhile. So we've got a really cute, here's one that I've got actual duplicates for. Pick a season. It's got this cute little tree bulb, the sort of round tree here that's obviously got its stems there. And then you can pop the various little bits and bobs in those gaps in the tree. So I really like that one. That's free with a $100 Australian order. Obviously, if you're watching from Canada or US or New Zealand, the amount you have to spend will be different. $100 order, you can choose that one. This paper is really cute. I haven't opened it yet because I did really want to use it as a prize, but it's got little toadstools on it, Toadstool Garden. Really cute colours, really bright, really, really nice. That's also a $100. Everything I'm going to show you is a $100 freebie, but unless I say, and then you'll know it's not. It's a $200. So this one here, bright, beautiful fruit. Haven't opened these ones as well. I've got a duplicate there that will be a prize. Fruit salad designer series paper. You get the idea from that there. So that's a $100 freebie. This kit is really cute. The rainbow celebration kit. You can see there it makes some lovely rainbow shaped cards there with the envelopes and everything. That's again a $100 freebie. Documenting the day. I have a couple of those as well. So that's a really nice big, bulky, clear, sort of, what's the word, sentiment kit there. So if you want your sentiments, I've seen that used on a couple of scrapbooking pages. So because it's nice and big, you can actually see it. It sort of stands out on a scrapbooking page. So documenting the day, that again is a $100 spend. This really, really nice pink Fresh Freesia crumpled seam ribbon. Those of you who've been around for a while remember we had a white seamed ribbon a few years ago that you could colour pink. Well, this one's actually pink already, so it's Fresh Freesia. So that's a freebie with a $100 spend. One you can choose. Starstruck embossing folder. You can see there it's got little stars there, so that's also a celebration freebie. Or the gorgeous purple sequins. That's also one. Now this is a freebie with a $200 spend. You can choose this if you spend over $200. It's actually a bundle, so the heart-shaped bundle. So there we are. It's got that gorgeous sort of floral wreath type heart there. Some really lovely sentiments and the dies as well. I have opened them already. This probably won't be a freebie. I probably will use this one. A little heart there as well that cuts out the various elements of the stamp set, and a little sentiment box as well. So heart-shaped, as I say, free with a $200 purchase during celebration if that's the way you go. And this is the last one. This is another for a $100 spend. It's another gorgeous designer series paper. Bloom Impressions designer series paper. I have actually opened this one to have I showed some ladies at a class recently. Lovely flowers, colours, great there. Lovely backgrounds and things there for your floral cards. Anyway, so that's free with a $100 order as well. So if any of you are sitting there and you can do the quick math, you can tell that I probably had quite a large pre-order in the last few weeks. So they're the freebies that I got with my pre-order and a couple of other orders I've done since. So there we are. So that's how celebration freebies are. Of course, if you join as a demonstrator, you can still, not on your starter kit, you purchase your starter kit, but then the celebration freebies that you buy on orders after that obviously are a little bit cheaper to you because you get your demonstrator discount. Okay, so that's my celebration freebies and a few of the prizes that you'll get when you come along to, launch. Plus some other things as well. I'm going to buy some actual product to give as prizes as well. Now, I had a class very recently where we did the watercolouring, the Nature's painting kit. I just wanted to show you some of the cards before. Again, I will craft soon, I promise. I just had a couple of requests to see the cards that we we made a couple of cards, but we were actually doing watercolouring during the class, and I showed the ladies these cards as an example of what they could do when they took their watercoloured panels home. If you don't know about the Nature's Painting Kit, it's very, 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 very worthwhile. You get a little book here that's got lots and lots and lots of pencil-lined drawings that you can colour in. You get a water pen, a single water pen, and you get a set of 8 watercolour pencils in various colours. I don't have them in the box at the moment because when the ladies came to the class, I actually let them take the leftovers home with them. So I don't have the ones from there. I have my own, of course, but that's what you get in the kit when you buy it. And they don't give you instructions on all of them, but they give you got a bit of guidance with some of the pictures there as well. So that's in the instructions, and that's all the images you get that you can colour in. Anyway, so there's a little pad there. So that's one that I'd actually bought 2 kits because the class was quite popular. We've got some left over that I'll be doing in the future. So that's the little pads there. Some of the cards that I put together as a suggestion for the ladies. One of them was this. It's got some beautiful poppies there. And basically I've just watercoloured the background, then chopped out a little frame using the deckled rectangle dies. And I've used, now this is a new upcoming product. This one, I will show it to you shortly. It's sort of an ephemera pack that just has sentiments that you can pop out and use, and you don't have to worry about stamping your sentiments. So that's one that I suggested. And the colours in that are garden green, there's a red, real red, and the background is Coastal Cabana. Then I popped together this one, and one of the ladies at the class actually made this one while she was here. That's with the sunflowers from the set. I've then popped that through the distressed brick, just mounted it up on a card base and wrapped some twine around there with a sentiment from somewhere, but I can't even remember where the sentiment was from now. So that's another one that I made as a suggestion. And this last one I made also a suggestion. There's one there that's green. It's got all these sort of tropical leaves and things. So I did that one. That took a lot of time, and then it broke my heart because I actually had to cut it up. But there, that's another suggestion card that I did, and something you can put together when you buy the kit. Credit where credit's due. Both of these, I lifted the inspiration for those from Jackie Williams from New Zealand. So if anyone talks to Jackie or sees Jackie, or if Jackie pops on and watches my video, thank you very much, Jackie, for the suggestions there. Really, really nice. And I think I made that one up. Yeah. So there we are. So that's the 3 cards that I made as a suggestion for my ladies when they came to the watercolour class recently. And if you like those, pop on and grab the kit yourself, and it's amazing what you can come up with once you've done these beautiful panels. And I often just grab this kit, pop onto the kitchen table, and just colour after tea, just as something to do to save me watching telly. So it's quite relaxing and very therapeutic. Okay, I did want to show you one last thing, and I promise that's the one last thing. This one. I'm showing you online exclusives at the moment that are coming up on the 7th of January. We're not actually touching anything from the new annual catalogue, but I am showing you the online exclusives because I think you probably need a little bit more time to see those since they're not actually going to be in your hands. It's nice to actually have a bit of a look at them before so you can plan, especially if you're someone who's not particularly great with the computer. So this is an online exclusive, comes available on the 7th of January. I'm not going to craft with this one at the moment. I'm just going to show you. And of course, I had to get it because my second passion at the moment is my garden and my greenhouse. So when I saw this one, I just had to get it. We've got some lovely sort of herbs there, thyme, mint, rosemary and basil. They're just sort of really cute little stamps. A little sort of rectangular frame, a few cute garden-related or growing-related sentiments. And the dies comes in a bundle, of course. The dies come with, obviously, the rectangle that goes with the outline there. The dies for the 3 or 4 herbs, a couple of sentiment boxes, and this cute thing here that you can see around the outside is actually meant to be a little envelope. So you could use it as a gift card holder, you could do anything like that, but what it's actually anticipated, or what I've seen it used as, is a little envelope to give seeds. So if you sort of like to sort of grow your own plants, get the seeds from them and then share them with friends and family, you can use that little envelope to do so. I'm going to, because at the moment I'm right into seed saving, and yeah, I think that little envelope will be perfect to give those to friends and family. I've been saving seeds from chives. Oh my Lord, chives. They go mad in my garden. I have a herb garden, which is like the permanent garden where there's chives, mint. Much big mistake putting mint in there, but there's mint in there. Thyme, oregano. There's a curry plant. There's some strawberries and basil and everything hidden underneath the higgledy-piggledy of it all. But the chives basically just re-sow. And they've just gone so well. And their little purple flowers when they go to seed are so pretty against the green. So if you can imagine a garden green background with a sort of fresh freesia type, maybe a little bit deeper flower in front. It's just so pretty. It's still my favourite thing. Okay, so that one, watch out for that one in the near future. It's going to be obviously featured. I'd actually already this morning had a little play with the stamp set just to see what the images look like. So I've popped them on there. So, yeah, we'll see what I can come up with that. I did actually pop them on our retired postage stamp little rectangle as well, that the postage stamps to punch that we used to have. I grabbed that out just to see whether the images would fit on there as well. So, yeah, so okay, watch out for that one. Online exclusive, but I'm sure I'll craft with it either when it comes out or before it comes out, so probably in the new year. Watch for that one. Okay, so you've been very patient. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will start crafting now. Okay, so as we mentioned, online exclusive happening on the 7th of January. This is just a script background stamp, which I probably would have overlooked, but I was on a roll and I purchased it. I love putting script in the background of cards. It just adds a sort of a old world charm to your card. And I have to say, once I started looking at ideas for this one, it really lends itself to a lot of cards. We're actually going to make 4 cards today. So, yeah, so grab a cup of tea. We could be here for a while. 4 cards. And as I say, usually I struggle to design one, but this one just kept giving and giving. With a bit of help from my friend Pinterest. But yeah, really, really handy. And I've coupled it with a few stamp sets and bundles from the actual annual catalogue. So you'll get to see some favourites from the annual catalogue as well. Okay, so this is Elements of Text, available from the 7th of January as an online exclusive. If you do see me mention online exclusive and you can't find it on your computer, please reach out and I will send you a link, so you can just click and go straight to it. And that's the main reason I'm looking at the online exclusives with you now. Let's get to crafting. So as I say, I've got 4 cards we're going to do together, sort of starting from sort of simple and sort of almost monochromatic almost, right through to something that's a bit bright and cheery and yeah, a little bit more. So these are the bundles and things that I'm going to use. We're going to do some masking as well, but we're going to start with the one that I feature for wishes and the Elements of Text. Okay, so I've been really organised today. Look, I've got everything in the stamp set since I knew I was going to be playing around. So this is the card I've made. Now, I'm going to do it slightly different with you because on the video I thought we would struggle, and we definitely do. We do struggle to see that text in the background there. So we'll just change that up a little bit for the video so that you can see what we're doing. And it does disappear a fair bit when we put it through that embossing folder as well. I felt it needed to go through the embossing folder, but we've lost a lot of the, it just sort of disappears, I think, when the light doesn't hit it straight. Okay, so we've got usual white card base, normal size for me, 5.5 by 8 1/4, and I've folded it in half. Are you guys the same as me? Do you always have a slight mismatch on your card base? I sort of measure that at exactly 4 1/8. And sometimes I'm sort of, if I'm trying to be really clever, I take it to 10.5 centimetres, which is what should be exact. But it's never quite. It's always like a, tiny, 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 bee's whisker out. But anyway, that's just me. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so we've got that. And we've got another piece of white cardstock, which is where we're going to do our stamping. So let's grab our elements of text. So this is this one. I'm going to grab this big, beautiful baby here. Big, lovely big circle. I don't even know. I tried to sit and read the text, but it just was a bit difficult, so I didn't bother reading it. But I mean, obviously we're not really going for what it says. We're going for the feel it gives us in the background. It's quite a big stamp, and from memory I needed my big block. Yes, needed my big block to pop it on. So that's my what? I can never remember. My E block. So there we are. Sounds like something in a prison. So I'm going to pop that on as straight as I possibly can, just so I don't have to muck around with it too much. And it's going to go pop down like that. So this way, so it's a landscape card with the score at the top. And I'm going to use a grey. So this is Smoky Slate. So for our background, I'm going to use Smoky Slate. So on this original card, I stamped off the Smoky Slate because I thought it would be too obvious. So I'm not going to stamp that off this time because, as I say, I think we lose it a little bit too much when we when we emboss it, and I want you to be able to see it as part of this video. Now, lots of other people joining us today. Thanks, guys. Who have we got? We've got Robin and Evelyn. Good morning, Evelyn, and Donna. Hey, Donna. And Kelly and Tammy and Sue. Lots of my lovely crafty friends, and Jenny. Thanks for joining us, guys. Okay, so I've stamped that up with my Smoky Slate. I do struggle, my hands struggle a wee bit with these big blocks. If you have a stamping platform of whatever vintage, you can use that, of course. But we'll give this a go. I've actually designed the cards for my next home class, and we used my Stampin' Up! Stamparatus for that, which was really nice to get it back out from cobwebs. I do miss having it around. Okay, so there is our little circle of text there. You can see that. Really, really cute. Love that. And I'm just going to grab my black ink and this sort of leafy, whatever you want to call it, tree thing. Now I do have to swap back to that there. Pop him on there with some black ink. I think this would be a lovely, simple sort of sympathy card or a thinking of you card or something like that. I think before I give it as a sympathy card, I might have to make sure that those words on the background aren't totally inappropriate. But I think they'd be fine. As I say, they're very hard to read. I'm just going to stamp that off to the side. Now, this is in black ink, so hopefully it'll be nice and bright compared to the grey behind it. And also using my black ink, I'm going to grab, this is Dearest Friend. It's also from the Thoughtful Wishes. I'm going to use it a few times, so I'll leave it on the block. That's why it was on the block before. And we pop that out to the right-hand side. There we are. Okay, so that is about as simple as you can get. I'm going to pop it through the embossing folder. That's the Distressed Brick embossing folder, just to give it that sort of a really nice, she says, walking away, trying to find the embossing folder. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, that's the embossing folder we're going to use. With me while I've wandered off and over to get it. I should have brought it over, shouldn't I? So we'll pop this through the, I'll keep this because we'll do this with a couple of cards. Pop this through the embossing folder. I haven't used any bling and I haven't used any ribbon, but you could of course use whatever you wanted. I've made this like really simple. And as I say, I'm just showing you the stamp set today. That's the more important bit. So you could basically, if you do this, you could use whatever bling or ribbon. I don't think ribbon. I'm not a big ribbon person, as you all know, but yeah, I think I'd struggle to get the ribbon into this one. So there we are. That's our panel there. And as you can see, it does, we can still see it. It's a lot clearer this time because I didn't stamp off that background. Let's glue that onto our card base and this first card is done. I must have popped it through the embossing folder the other way this time because it's in concave, not convex. That's okay. Too much glue, Julianne, as usual. Okay. Couple of little pearls or some silver bling on that would be quite lovely. So that's card number 1, and that's using this gorgeous big round script patch for that one. So that's card number 1. Nice and simple, nice and easy. You could do it with 2 colours and you've got a nice simple card there. Okay, so let's pop that. So that was with, as I say, the stamps from the Thoughtful Wishes, and I'll pop them away. Pop that one away. Otherwise, I'm going to get very, very, very confused because, as I say, we're using 4 different stamp sets today. Pop that one, those in there, and pop it away. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 uses Spotlight on Nature, one of my favourites. And again, sort of a gentle nature, sympathy, thinking of you, friend type stamp set. Fair bit going on with this, a bit more going on. So we're sort of we're stepping up each card to do a little bit more. Now, I need you guys to get your typewriter fingers ready, and I need you to tell me which version of the card you would like to see me do. Would you like to see the grey one, which is a basic grey? That's the one on the right. Would you like to see the crumb cake one, which is the one on the left? I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to think about it. I did go a bit heavy on the grey in the sponging with this one, so we'll do a lighter version if it is you choose the grey one. And I didn't emboss this one, so this one's unembossed, and this one is embossed, as you can see. So grey or crumb cake, or another colour, completely different colour. Tell me a colour you'd like that's different and we can go. So Sally says crumb cake, Glenda says grey, Libby says crumb cake. As I say, think of a third colour if you like. Crumb cake seems to be winning there. I know I did look at the grey and think, oh, that's a bit grey, but the more I looked at it, the more it grew on me. So I don't hate it, but the crumb cake's softer. So how about we go crumb cake then? We've had 3 quick votes for crumb cake, so let's do that. And we'll try it unembossed first and we'll see how we like it. Again, card base, normal size. Bit of a mismatch down the side there again. I can't get these right today. Okay, so this time to make this one, we're using, as I say, we're going to use crumb cake ink. So come here. There's only 1 colour ink on this whole card. So, you know, again, these are lovely, simple cards that you don't need a huge amount of stuff in your stash to do them. A bit slack, I didn't clean that. Gosh, Julianne. Clean it now. Just scroll through. Don't take any notice of that. You should have seen the craft room when I was doing 4 cards in a row. I do get messy when it's just 1 card, but 4 cards, it was like, oh my gosh, 4 times as bad, basically. Don't think Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to risk it with that small stamp block. I'm going to pop it on the big one again. So this one is a sort of a rectangular patch of script. Again, I haven't, just bear with me. Someone's just knocked on my door. Oh no, I'll leave them. They can go away. Okay, so a rectangular patch of script there. And again, I haven't read it, but hopefully it's nice. Oh dear. Bear with me for a minute, guys. I'll leave you there. I've got to go and check the door. In the room. I often put your letters and stuff in the room. Hang on, just let me. I'll finish this and not finish it. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It was just my eldest son, Benjamin, who's just had his birthday, coming to try and find his licence renewal, which he thinks he's left here, but I don't think he has, or it's somewhere, side of the fridge or something. Anyway, so, okay, we've decided on the crumb cake. So we're going to use a layer of crumb cake. We'll get rid of the basic grey. Then we've got a layer of white here that we'll use for our stamping and everything. So let's pop those two aside. Okay, so the crumb cake, it's a sort of a darker colour than our grey that we used before. So I will stamp off the script, basically also because I don't want to have it too in your face. So we'll stamp that off once. Need a scrap to stamp it up on. There we go. So stamp off once, and there you go. You can see that in all its glory there before I stamp onto the card. I'll pop that in the middle there. There we are. So that's nice and pale there. You can hardly see it at all, really. Then we're going to grab our stamp sets, our images from the Spotlight on Nature. So we'll use that one there. So I'm going to pop two of these little sort of leafy images coming in from bottom right-hand corner, top left-hand corner. And again, full strength here because we want to see them against the background. There we are. Okay, that's really nice. And from the stamp set as well, we're going to grab the butterfly. There's a cute little butterfly here. So I'm going to fussy cut the butterfly and stamp it directly onto the image, onto the card. Now, the reason I'm stamping it onto the card is because his antennae are really, 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 really fine. So I'm going to fussy cut him. And when I fussy cut him, there's no way I can fussy cut those antennae. So I'm going to pop one version of him onto the card. Just there. That's where the final version is going to be. And then I will fussy cut a version of him and stick that over there. So we'll see and I'll cut the antennas off the fussy cut version, if that makes sense. Anyway, you'll see what I mean in a second. Grab my scissors. Did you find it, Ben? Can you use from the image I sent you? Or do you have to go in? Have you paid it? Okay, hang on. Oh, okay. Sorry, hang on. You might have to, if we can't find it, you might have to go to Service Taz. Yeah, I know that. Oh, so it's expired. Oh, okay. Probably don't want to tell the world that. Okay, so I'm just cutting out our little butterfly here. Apologies that you have to be in my family trauma. We'll do this. I might actually, if you can't find it, I might end this video and come back and do the last 2 cards separately and give him a hand. Okay, so we have our little buttercup butterfly there, and as I say, I've cut off his antenna because they're really, 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 really fine. I'm going to glue him onto there, but first of all, obviously we need to do the sponging around the edge. So I've got my blending brush and my crumb cake ink. I'm going to just very lightly sponge around the edge, although these days I seem to be so heavy-handed that lightly isn't an option, but we'll try. Just around the edges and slightly into the centre, just to give it a sort of an old look. Take a bit of the starkness out of the white. There we are. It's not actually on the fridge, is it, Ben? Or it could be on the, you know, in the front room on the, what's the word? The filing cabinet on the top of it, because I don't usually pack things away. Okay, so let's glue our little butterfly. Now, our butterfly, I'm going to do him a little bit cheating. I'm going to glue his body to the card. These little wings, I'm going to give them a little bit of height by popping a couple of dimensionals on there. So just on the tips of his wings. So his body's going to be in line with the card or flush with the card, but his little wings will be up slightly or set up slightly. A little bit of blue on his body. Oh, I haven't embossed this one. That's all right. We can use it as comparison with the other card, whether you like it embossed or not. Benjamin's quite thrown me now. It's not his fault. Okay, so lining him up, little dimensionals there give his wings a little bit of height, and his body is flat with the card. So there we are. I love doing that with my birds and butterflies and wings and things like that. Just give them a little bit of 3D love. Okay, so we'll pop this layer onto our crumb cake. Oh, I haven't got the sentiment on there yet. Oops. Let's pop the sentiment on too. Glue off there just in case we have a disaster. Sentiment, again, as I mentioned, I'm going to use that dearest friend basically because it fits and I've got it blocked up. That's from the original set we used, the Thoughtful Wishes. There we are. And then both of those onto our card base, and this one is done. Now, as I say, I do have 2 more cards and we're sort of stepping them up, so the next 2 cards are a little bit more complicated. One of them's got some masking and the other one's got some wonderful colours happening. So I may, what have we been doing? We've been going for 40 minutes. I may pop off now, go and help my son find his licence renewal and then pop on again later this afternoon and do the second 2 cards. I'll just show them to you. The next one, and you've got to forgive me. So that's our card there. We'll get this back in. So that's the non-embossed version and that's the embossed version. I think I like the embossed version, so I probably would do that again. So that's our other one there. As I say, that is our grey version, and we've done the first card. So we've got two more cards to do. This little one here where we use some masking. So we'll do that one when I come back. And this bright and beautiful, beautiful baby here, we'll do this one as well when I come back. So it could be another hour, it could be this afternoon. Watch for notifications or, watch it on the replay, entirely up to you. So they're the two we're going to do when we come back. Hopefully after successful search for a license